football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Denver Broncos.
To kick off for Denver.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolute perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago. 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target. And now it's second down.
Brings up
absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. They snap it at one. Now it's Jackson. And the Broncos get there and take him down. It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
There's Jackson on third and long. He will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
At their own 43-yard line.
Rock and the Broncos going to come up first and 10 at their own 43. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. He was 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
From the 45 on second down. Lock. He'll fire. He's got it at the 15. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 45 yards.
Denver.
Clock now on first down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The second-year man, Max Crosby, the one who brought him down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Block with the throw, caught by Hamler. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jerry Jeudy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Raiders nothing. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battles.
That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That good for 22 and a first down.
First down, Broncos.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Flushed out right. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunky yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Locke. And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown, Broncos.
Complete to Noah Fant.
Noah Fant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as a fair catch, a signal for and take it.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now left side on the swing pass. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Broncos 14, Raiders 7.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They go play action with Jackson. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs. And they'll get him down inside the 40. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And Jackson throwing once more. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 yards on the play, first down.
24-yard line.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
By Kareem Jackson.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
The Broncos' 5-yard line.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Josh Jacobs, the ball.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
They go with Jacobs. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Clock now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7, though, on the return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Play fake. Here's Jackson. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Block working out of the gun. Flush to his right. And he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun snap to Locke. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Locke. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Locke. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
To throw on third down. Locke. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Again, they'll throw with Locke. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos.
Number 14,
Cortland Sutton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos have broken the tie.
The extra point.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Raider offense set to get this drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This will make it into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and inches.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got a man complete. It's Handler. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And it's Incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Lock. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. On 3rd down, McManus. And the Raiders have got him. Carl Nassib coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. Here's Thomas. Called out a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Jackson. Catch made, it's Moreau. Shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive.
In a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. It's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. K.J. Hamler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. McManus's point after is good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Broncos 28, Raiders 21.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And he's going to have to hook up to Sutton. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
27 yards there, a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st down, Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Clock will try again on 2nd down. That is caught at the 7. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards. Again, it's Locke. And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown, Broncos.
To Noah Fant.
Noah Fant with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. He'll let this go deep. It's caught inside the 25. He will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry runs 70 yards. And the Raiders are back within a score.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Broncos 35, Raiders 28.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And they'll throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. That'll bring up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete. Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Yards to go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Reception here by Ruggs. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now this throw caught left side. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
1st and 10 at the 20.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's the All-Pro Von Miller who came in to belt him behind the line.
25-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson. Oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
On the jump ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And it is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs there to make the grab. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And that is one, no doubt, that may come back to haunt them because the PAT tied it. for 2.
I keep searching for an explanation. I know it's quick right here. I think I can search for the next year and not come up with anything that absolutely works. Kick the point, man. Kick the point. I don't get it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Oh, some strong running. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs, 27 yards. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he? I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
When it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Locke with the throw, caught by Hamler. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Locke now on first down. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Good job.
It's a 25 yards that time.
First down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Touchdown.
Philip Lindsay hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. Here's Locke to throw, and he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead.
Raiders 40. Brendan McManus.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jackson. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Jackson now. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Results.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And open, it's Cup. He's got him. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Seam, and he might go all the way. And take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs, 59 yards. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. So minutes after giving up the lead in the 4th quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think they're set up for an exciting finish.
Their own 25-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now Locke. Escaping the pressure right, and it's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That's Crosby in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Partner, you absolutely absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays. And they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Brought down by Bryce Callahan. That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 2. Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. What were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Las Vegas, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Meanwhile, for Denver, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.